Welcome to Jay's Gamepad, everybody, and all my fellow G's out there. Welcome back. Welcome. As you can see, I'm here with Leon S. Kennedy, and we're both pissed, to be honest with you. He's vexed. He's fuming. He's ready to to shoot up a couple of directors and this development process in regard to this Resident Evil movie. You know what I'm saying? He ain't good. You know what I'm saying? But we're both a bit unhappy because we've come across this article and we've come across these pictures, these first pictures from the Resident Evil film, and we're pissed. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're both, me and him are big fans, especially him because he's in the game anyway, of the games, of the franchise, the main games in the franchise. I've played them all, I've got them all, I really like them, I love them. So to see something like this is like, whoa, what's going on? And look at his face. Leon is vexed. He's fuming. Leon, calm down, B. Calm down. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know you. Just put the gun away, man. Damn. Like, that's how vexed he is. Anyway, so let's get into this article, man. So, Push Square article. Here's your first horrifying look at Resident Evil. Welcome to Raccoon City. I like the way they said first horrifying look. A play on words. It's quite cool, actually. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. Anyway, so let's get into this article. A new Resident Evil movie, Resident Evil Welcome to Raccoon City, promises to tell a origin story of Capcom's famous horror franchise later this year. And here's our first look at star Kaya Scodelario, forgive me for butchering the name, as Claire Redfield, and Avan Jogia, again, forgive me for butchering the name, as Leon S. Kennedy. Look, he's fuming. Look at Leon. Yeah, he's pissed. Anyway, courtesy of IGN. There are other images of Hannah John-Kamen as Jill Redfield and Rob Amell as Chris Redfield. They're all there. Anyway, continue with the article. Quote, "This is all about returning to the game and creating a movie that was much more a horror movie than the sort of sci-fi action of the previous films." Yeah, I will say, that the previous films, apart from the first two, especially, apart from the first two, the rest of them were like mad action-packed, and they just went in a completely different direction with a unknown main character. But the first two, especially in my personal opinion, the first one was my favorite. The second one was alright, but the rest of them, I like them for different reasons, but they wasn't Resident Evil, innit? So yeah, man, they kind of was out there with them films, innit? And I swear there was like about 5-6 of them. I don't know. Anyway, writer and director Jonas Roberts said, "I was hugely influenced in particular by the remake of the second game, and I really wanted to capture the atmosphere drenched tone that it had." That's good, you know what I mean? Like, that is good. Like, I think as a filmmaker, a director, a writer, if you've got source material, like the source material, and it's good, then pull from it, take influences from it, whether it's going to be tone or story beats or whatever it is, you know what I mean? Pull from that, you know, because that's the blueprint. Like, it worked in the game, and it has got, it has got good story. So, like, use that as a blueprint. Anyway, these first images look more like cosplay than a big cinematic reboot. Now, that is true. Yeah, like I went through all the pictures and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, the pictures are crazy. Yeah, like if you look at the pics, it looks like cosplay. It doesn't look like a film. If anything, it looks like a TV series. That's the worst thing about it. It looks like a fucking TV series. But this is meant to be a movie. Like, this looks more budget than the previous films I just mentioned. Even though they went off in their mad bombastic, like, action-packed world that had hardly anything to do with Resident Evil, apart from the fact that there was a zombie running around and shit. You know what I mean? Apart from that, it looked good. The quality was actually quite good. You know what I'm saying? Minus the suspect CG here and there, you know what I mean, and the 3D, you know what I mean, because I swear there's a couple of them where there's like 3D, but this looks like if this was a TV series, fair enough, but if this is meant to be a film, come on, man, like, where's the money going? Like, I would love to know what the budget is. I would love to know what the budget is. I would love to know what they're working with. They've got a couple, like actors that I know of, but they're not like, but they're not A-listers, you know what I'm saying? Or like, or like well-known B-listers. Like, some of them are quite budget. They're just like, I know of them because I watch a lot of films, but I don't know, man. I don't know. Anyway, also, quote, it was hugely important with the whole casting process to find people who embodied the spirit and energy of the characters I wanted to portray. I think often in the game, was an adaptation, one of the big flaws can be just casting someone to look visually like the characters, giving them the identical haircut and clothing, but not really trying to give the audience the thing that a movie does better than a game, which was to create a three-dimensional character that you can really connect with and believe in. Do you know what? Like, I do agree with what I do agree with that quote. I do agree with a lot of what he said, but there's some of it I don't like. Okay, movies, they say movies three-dimensional, but what is a game then? Like what is a game four-dimensional because you actually get to play and experience it? It's more submersive because you're playing the game. So is that four-dimensional? You can't say game is two-dimensional because it clearly isn't. So I sometimes think, like, really, because like with gaming, you can portray these characters, you can write these scripts and put them in these worlds, and you can flesh it out like just as much as any movie if you really want to. Like, if anything, a lot of these games are like movies. Resident Evil 7, Resident Evil 7, Resident Evil 8, Resident Evil 2 remake and 3 remake. They're like films, like this. They are like films. The quality is so good, and the realism of the graphics and the realistic, the realistic designs of the characters and the world that's been constructed. Like, they're like playable films, if you ask me. So I partly agree with the three-dimensional thing, but it's like, but what's gaming then? Gaming's four-dimensional then, if you personally ask me. You can do whatever you really like, and you can flesh out the characters the same way you can flesh out the characters in a film. A lot of work goes into motion capture and voice actors. A lot of work goes into that, and they're just as good as these actors in regards to portraying a character, or what it takes to portray a character in the game in comparison to a film. So, but I do agree with in terms of there are times when you can, like prime example, Resident Evil 2, they had a lot of the characters that they looked a lot like the characters in the game from the previous Resident Evil 2 movie. Like, they put them in the same outfits, they looked very similar, but they were very one note. They were very very dry, and there was no depth and substance to their character. Personally, I blame that on the director, on the writer, on the production. That's who I blame that on. You know what I'm saying? But I do see what he's saying. Sometimes you can just put them in an outfit and make them look how they look, but really they're not good actors, or they don't body or portray the character. So I don't know. But I would say that's the work. That's the job of the director and the person that's writing the script, to flesh out these characters and make sure, regardless of how they look. Because if you make him look, if you make Leon S. Kennedy look exactly like this, which is kind of what they've done in this picture, it's your job to get the best out of the acting. It's your job to make sure that that character is written and fleshed out, so he's three-dimensional. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Anyway, the proof will be in the pudding. So the proof being the pudding. Then, according to Robert, every character in the movie is from one of the Resident Evil games, and Capcom has had input into the project. It's due out on the 24th of November in US, and an international release in the UK planned for the 3rd of December. So, and we don't have long until trailer drops. You know what I'm saying? Like, it shouldn't be that long, because they've got a lot of pics from the production of the movie. So yeah, the only thing I will say is that I don't know if it's a good idea sometimes. Okay, like maybe. See, I can't remember yet if Capcom had anything to do with the original games. If they had any influence in regards to the original movies, yeah. If they did, then Capcom need to stay away from them. You know what I'm saying? They need to stay away from the director, from the production, the pre-production. They just need to stay away from it. If they didn't, and we got what we got because they didn't have any input, then it's a good thing that they have input in regards to this new Resident Evil movie. But from what I've seen in regard to these pictures, it's not a good look, people. It's not a good look. And I'm a very big Resident Evil fan. Listen, I'm going to watch the Netflix Resident Evil series. What's it called? Like the Wesker, whatever it's, it's going to be called. Even though that's not Albert Wesker, and I don't know what they're doing. I'll check it out. I like the actor that's playing Albert Wesker, high level. Anybody that's watched Fringe, you know who I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? And he's been in a lot of games. He's in Horizon Zero Dawn, and he's in Quantum Break as well. You know what I'm talking about, the black man. You know what I'm saying? He's got that voice, that deep voice, high level actor. You know what I mean? I like him as actor, but he's not Wesker, innit? And again, it goes back to what I was saying in regards to, is it, you know what I mean, like as a fan of the franchise that loves and plays these games, are you willing to have a character portray Albert Wesker that doesn't look like him, but is written and directed really well to the point where you're like, even though he don't look like Albert Wesker, that's Wesker. You know what I'm saying? Or would you prefer to have a character where they look like the character from the game, but in terms of the acting, the way they've been directed and the dialogue, that's not Wesker. You know what I'm saying? So it just depends, because it's possible for them to pull it off in regard to the TV series, for example. You know what I mean? But in regard to this, in regard to this film, Welcome to Raccoon City, from what I'm seeing, I don't particularly want to visit Raccoon City. I don't particularly want to visit this game or watch this film. I don't particularly want to watch this film. It doesn't particularly look good, or you know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. I really don't know. But it's concerning. It does look budget, and I just hope and pray that the first teaser trailer that we get. This is what I'm saying. That this is just pictures, but from what I'm seeing, it looks like cosplay, decent cosplay. But who knows? Maybe when we get the teaser trailer, or first trailer, it might actually look really good, and I might feel differently about it. I mean, maybe with all the special effects and other things, it might feel and look more like it. And plus, it'd be emotion, innit? You know what I mean? Like, it'd be a trailer, we can see the moving, talking, so we can get a better picture of it. But in regard to what I'm seeing right now, it's not a good look. I'm not particularly happy. Leon's pissed because he's seeing someone impersonate him, you know what I'm saying, like in this film, like this, you know what I mean? And like he might look like me, but it looks really cheap. I don't know. The film shouldn't be looking cheaper than the actual game itself. It shouldn't. It really shouldn't. The game looks mad authentic and mad real and mad lifelike. The film looks mad budget and cheap and some cosplay thing. That's not a good look. So I don't know. But I'm going to do a bit more research into this and find out about the budget and, and a bit more, behind the scenes and stuff. But from what I'm seeing, it's not a good look, man. I had to talk about it because I saw it and I just thought to myself, what the fuck is this, man? What is this? Anyway, I don't know. But anyway, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Are you a big fan of Resident Evil like myself? Have you played most of the games or all the games? You know what I'm saying? Did you enjoy the games? Did you not? Do you think these pictures look good? Do you like them? Do you hate them? You know what I'm saying? Let me know how you feel about this, innit? Because, someone that, likes Resident Evil a lot, I'm a bit pissed at this. You know what I mean? It looks like a TV series. You know what I mean? And if you don't like it, if you don't like the game, you don't like the franchise, but you might like these pictures, I don't know, let me know. I don't know, just let me know in the comments what you think and feel about these pictures, about this article. Just let me know, because we all have our different opinions, and maybe you can, maybe something, maybe your opinion might maybe look at something a bit different. I don't know. But anyway, it's early stages. So I hope you liked this video. If you did, again, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell notification if you like man's content or any of my content. You can also hit me up on the social, Twitter, Instagram, and Twitch, Jay's Gamepad across the board. You ain't got to type, tap, press, anything else but that. And also, if you want to hit me up on PlayStation, then my gamer tag is MrGhostProtocol. You know what I'm saying? Hit me up there. And I guess me and Leon will see you soon. Speak to you soon. And we'll see you real soon, I guess, because there could be more information in regards to this. So Yeah, man.